Okay, so unfortunately for this stream, I will not be able to play the actual audio of my clips. Well, they aren't really clips. They're parts of my video from one of the last tours that I did. So I guess I won't speak over it. I guess you guys can just watch it while listening to the music. It's just simply because these streams, they have copyrighted music on them. So I just want to make sure that this time when I post this, that I don't get any copyright restrictions or any gaps in sound. So that's the purpose for these. So what we're looking at right now is, of course, Red District. This is when I had first started it. I think that may have been early summer, if not late summer. It hasn't been here for that long, that's for sure. I would even say it like maybe August. Okay, so if you can look around now, the world that I have now, that's in my hands now, it doesn't look anything like this. This is bare, basic. I don't know how to explain it. So this is pre anything that I did. So it's kind of cool because this is my first time seeing it in a while. So we'll kind of zoom in a little bit more. I guess I'll just bring my face in while we watch. So I thought it would just be better to just show you guys what it looks like before I give the new tour. So now you can see me. Let's see. I'm gonna try to zoom through this a little bit, just because it is a long video. But this is when I just first started. I didn't fill anything up. It's still not filled up, most of these buildings, because I didn't focus on it during fall. I think the last time I did an actual full tour could have been August, maybe. If even that. I don't even know if I did one. It's just been a while for sure. But there's definitely been some updates since then, of course. So we're gonna zoom past a little bit because I want to get the actual tour started. So let's head downtown. It looks like we're downtown, where the synagogue is. I really wish I could play the actual sound for it, but just to be sure that I have zero issues with copyright, I have to do it this way. This is that apartment building that I built. I don't want to sit here all day. I really want to show y'all like the actual landscape of downtown, is because it has been updated since. That was my main focus. I even said that downtown will be my main focus during the fall, and when winter comes up, then Red District will be my main priority. Come on, let's move past this. That way I can see. I think this is my first time showing y'all the beach. This was actually my first time actually touching on the beach, which is crazy. Like I said, I haven't seen this in a while. It's kind of mind-boggling. It's definitely been some updates since then. Yeah, because I've toured the school one time, so this is an older video. I don't think I posted the last one that I did, not on YouTube at least. So we'll just move on from this, and this is my first time touring the synagogue. Wow. Temple Mount. Alright, so I think it might be a good time to go into the world. I don't think there's much in this tour that's different from what I already have. Let's see. And I finally fixed the lag part that was in this area next to the synagogue. I finally was able to fix that. I just did that today. So I'll go and open this up. I have no idea. No, I think I'm in my apartment, my uptown apartment, which I haven't also been in a while. So let me turn on the sound. That way you guys can hear. Although it's not necessary. Okay. So in my apartment, I just recently took off one of the add-ons. So this is why it has the dirt patches on with the question marks. to replace what I lost. So do not mind how the apartment looks. I'll probably end up replacing everything anyways, because I still technically own this apartment, although I haven't been here in months. For like a whole month, I haven't even been to my actual palace. So I'll give it. Dang, I'll give myself a break on that. Dang, I can't even like speak. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, okay, turn up my headphones. That way I can hear what's going on. Let's see. Not save and quit. Settings. I'm gonna turn off the music for now. Audio, music. Oh, come on, please. You can do more than that, right? Slow. I don't need it all the way down, just enough so that we can just hear the music that I'm playing in the background. Okay. That's still very loud. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to be as quick as possible with this. Hopefully you guys can have a little patience, and I hope people actually watch it, because it's genuinely interesting. The stuff the updates that I have. So if you notice by the title, it says pre-birthday stream. My birthday is tomorrow. I do want to do a stream later on tonight, not specifically dedicated to my birthday, but it's going to be a reaction stream. Wow, that's loud. It's going to be a reaction stream to another Minecraft video. We'll just be celebrating a little bit. If I don't do it tonight, then I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know where to go first. We'll go to the one with the least updates so far, and that is Shabbat Village. I think you'll like the houses that I've built over there. It is supposed to be a village, so it's gonna have houses, townhouses, apartments, which you should see coming up. So we'll come over this way. Very excited to show you guys this. I mean, I guess I'm not excited to show you guys this, but it's been a while, so I think even though most of it isn't done, I think I'm ready to show you guys what I have so far. The fall is still not up yet. Still got a few more weeks to go. Yeah. All right. So what I've done so far over here is we'll kind of come over here and fill into one of these driveways. Oh no, that one is full. Over here. All right, perfect. The only part I don't like about this area is the fact that it rains so much. Because I have biomes on here, so it has certain type of weather. See the dirt boxes. I didn't even notice that I used a lot of them over here, but that's okay. This house did look amazing before I took everything away, but it's okay. So here's the dining room. This is one of the houses. Dining room. I got living room. Kitchen is still intact, so I used the other add-on for these. It's very nice to me. I love this house the most. That's why I came here first, and because the parking lot was free. I mean, the parking space was free. Driveway, whatever. It's supposed to be a bathroom right here. I hate that I took off the add-on beforehand, but I just didn't want it to lag me out, because that's what it's been doing lately. Like it's been lagging me literally out the game, and then I have to restart the game. Although nothing has been getting deleted, it's still very annoying to have to deal with. One of the bedrooms. I'm gonna be quick because it is 10. I want to try to get that stream started by 11:30. Second bedroom. This house has 3 floors and a attic, and then it has a basement as well. Third bedroom, sorry. It's basically the same upstairs, so I'll just skip the 3rd floor. and then go up to the fourth, which is the attic. Doesn't have anything in it, but I thought I'd just show you guys. Okay, so that is the first house. If there's anything resembling this one, the other houses, I mean, really don't want to tour them because they have just nothing but dirt. I think that we should be good though. Most of the chairs and stuff are dirt because I used the fancy chairs. I took away the fancy add-on. Yeah. It was just pulling too much energy out. That's supposed to be the kitchen right here. And this is the extra bedroom, or it can just turn into a bathroom. I think that's what it's supposed to be, a bathroom. I think I've toured this house before. I'm not sure though. There's nothing really in here. Not in this one at least. Yeah, nothing in here. Alright. We'll tour one more house. I think it's going to be the one at the end. All of these houses will be copy pasted up the street, and then the actual walls on the outside will just be switched to something else, just like how a regular neighborhood would be. So these are like actual different houses. I designed them differently. That way I can just copy paste them up the street, and it, you know, it's a little something different. All right, yeah, this one looks a little better. Still, that's okay though. The fridge is supposed to be there. Some stool, bar stools are supposed to be here. Dining room table again. I think I did a pretty good job with these houses, even though they're huge physically, but I made them look regular size or normal size as best as I could. So, first bedroom. Closet right there. Nothing in there. Okay, second bedroom. This is supposed to be a girl's bedroom. Supposed to be a clock right there, and then a closet bookshelf kind of thing. I don't know what you call it. Like one of those standalone closets. Office looks like, yeah, office. No, it was supposed to be a bedroom. Yeah, yep. That was a third bedroom, and then here's the bathroom. This add-on, it doesn't take up so much energy because it doesn't use the entities, it uses the blocks. I don't know, you would really have to be able to play, you would really have to know the game to understand what I'm saying, but yeah, it's the same thing up there. Most of the houses are the same if you go up. Okay. Hello. Okay. So this one, I actually like this house as well. I hope it isn't dirt filled just like the other ones. It is. Uh-oh. I like this one because it's darker. I really try to make them feel homey and like realistic as much as possible. That. Basement, nothing in here, but yeah, I base it off of like northeast houses. I don't know how to really explain it in a way that people will understand, but like northeast, like we have basements, have attics. Our houses are usually this big with a bunch of bedrooms in them. Alright. And the bathroom. I'm a little disappointed that I literally had to take off that add-on, but it was just taking too much out of the like physical game, and I thought that deleting one of the other video games I had downloaded on here, one of the big video games that I had downloaded on here, would give it enough breathing space, because you need actual storage in order to keep building huge worlds. Like if your world is too big, you like literally need more storage. So I think eventually I'll have to update my game to a different system. Alright, so these over here are the apartment complexes. So again, Shabbat villages, it is a Jewish village, so these would be I wouldn't say strictly Jewish. Obviously, anyone can live here, but they're like projects. There is basketball courts. There's 2 basketball courts. No, 3. Sorry. Then there's 2 tennis courts. Obviously, you can use the tennis court to play pickleball. Same difference. But that's the main idea for that. We'll come over here. Check out these apartments. We'll go up because they're the same. You go up and down. Okay. Pretty simple. I didn't really put that much crazy effort in them because they are projects, so I didn't really think that it was necessary. Never mind. Alexa, play rain noises. Yeah, I don't really like to play without rain noises, or I have it really running all day. Okay. So that was one of the bedrooms. I'm expecting to just see dirt. Nope, this is good. Supposed to be a TV there, but I guess not. And this is a bathroom. Not too bad. I think I stuffed it pretty nicely. We'll look at one more and then we'll move on. Now the last one, no, these are the same. The last tour I did, it was much, like I did it much slower. Sorry, not much more, much slower. Just because I needed to make sure that I got everything, and then also because it wasn't much to look at. I didn't update it that much, but this time I did. So this one is a 1-bed. Well, it's not even a 1-bed. You would just call it I forgot what you call those. They have a lot of them in the city. A studio apartment. All right, so that's it. All of them are the same going down this hallway, and then there's just only 2 apartments, the bigger ones, going down this one. All right. It's the same for the rest of the buildings on this block, so I won't really tour those. Oh, no. Okay. Let me get a gas can because I know that I'm going to end up running out. Or no, we can just drive to. I'm going to end up having to do it anyway, but we can RP it out. Drive up there to the gas station. There's only one in this area and then one downtown. Okay. Oh. Yeah, no, we'll go this way. Try to avoid downtown as best as I can because that's where a lot of the updates are. And then I have something special for the Red District in Newtown. And I'm kind of excited to show. We can stop here real quick. So I did update this lobby just because it was empty, sitting empty for a while. And I just really kind of came up with this on a whim. So it's kind of like a market. It'll be like the town's market. And I gave spaces for each market. We would just come through the middle here, go to each one. Same with over here. And then the staircase is up here to the actual office spaces upstairs. But yeah, I didn't actually put anything in the market. It wasn't a priority. But just getting this hallway here was the main objective. And hopefully eventually, because I'll be, oh my gosh, it's like I can't speak today. I'll be working on it slow and steady. So, all right, yeah, that's about it for this. Moving on, head to the gas station so I can pump it. As you can see, the buildings are up. I won't talk about them yet. I'll just go to the place that I did the last time and show you guys the progress from there. All right, put the gas in. It's filled up and we're good. I guess we can just RP it out, go into the shop a little bit. Shouldn't be anything in here because it's all dirt, which I have to replace. But it was necessary. That add-on had to go because it wasn't really necessary to me. I wasn't using it that much, and the other add-on has much more things in it, and it doesn't take up entity space. It takes up block space. So with entities, you have to limit how much you put, because it could, like, you would end up lagging every time you get in that area. All right, so now we're in downtown. Some of the lobbies aren't done, so you kind of see them and they look a little empty, or very empty rather. Some of them aren't done, but some of them are done. So we'll go to the ones that aren't done first, and then go to the ones that are. All right, I'll park under here, and then we'll come back to get this car afterwards, after we're done touring the area. All right. So we'll take a look over here first, because this is one of the ones that I had promised the last time I was here. Looks like we might lag a little bit. I hope I don't get kicked off the game. All right, so yes, this is the area that I had told everyone about the last time, about what I was going to build. Let me try to tiptoe up to show you exactly where I am. It's a little slow. I don't understand why you can't speed fly. It's very dumb. All right, so this is where I am, right across the synagogue. If I come back this way. So I said, I'm gonna build these buildings up because they had been sitting here for so long. They basically, this whole, like that side and this side, so these two buildings over there, and then these 4 over here, or 5 rather, sorry, were sitting over here since the beginning of downtown. This is like literally right from uptown to downtown. Then I had built the frames for this one, and this one actually, and that one right there. And I just built this one up, I think yesterday. This one I built up a few days ago, and these ones I built over the last 2 weeks. And then the ones over there I built last month. So yeah. All right. So which one am I gonna tour first? I think this one, since this one is the most basic one. These two are actually the most basic ones. They don't have lobbies yet. We'll go through them. Okay. Offices are very small. They're all the same going up and down. I'll just show you in different areas. Okay. Out. Part. So they're basically the same, going up and down, so I won't go through it too much. Great. Show you guys the bathrooms. I think this is the Mel. And then female, I'll mark them off by colors this time. Not one urinal in sight. Are those? Oh, I thought the doors were already, because that's supposed to be bronze? No, copper, I'm sorry, copper. And it gets green over time. All right, so that's that building. We'll come over here. So I did start the lobby. So it's getting there. All these are supposed to be different areas. It's supposed to be like a little eating area, a gym. Over here it's supposed to be a computer lab. Over here are offices. And then the bathrooms. I want to show you the bathrooms. They're basically the same as the one next door. Go up. I'd rather take the elevators than the stairs. If they come out with an elevator add-on, then I'll put them in here in all my buildings. But until then, until there's an actual one that I consider worthy of my world, then it'll just stick to an empty space. Again, like I said, these offices are small, just like the one next door. Bathrooms are the same. It's basically, you could consider it the same building almost, but like they're completely different. Well, they're a complete different design. But like the bathrooms themselves are the same. And the staircase comes from a different building. I just thought it would be easier to do it that way. The buildings have been here, just sitting here for so long. It's pointless to overdo it. All right. So for this side, because those were office buildings, for this side, most of them are apartments. This one is an apartment building. This one is an office. The big one in the middle is an apartment building. This one is an office, and the same for that one right there. It's an apartment building. All right. So usually I lag out when I get close to here, but I'm hoping that since I took off that add-on, then we should be okay. So far, so good. Now this actual lobby is filled or furnished. At the PCs, and over here we'll go to the computer lab. A little dark in here because the ceiling is so high that the lights themselves don't actually shine the ground or make like the lights on the ground bright enough. I mean, like you can see it, like it still shows on the ground, but it's not like to the point where you can visibly walk through it comfortably without feeling like it's too dark. So I have to put these lamps in the middle and on the walls just to kind of balance it out. It's still dark, but it's better than what it was. All right, that's that. Just showing you guys this so you can get an understanding of what the rest of the apartment buildings will have. This is like a eating lounge, the cafe. Did have fridges right there, not anymore. Okay, so we are going to go up this side. He's just supposed to be playing in the background, so sorry if it's too quiet. Wait. Okay, right here. This is the hallway. I like this hallway a lot. This is my favorite one. This is like the hallway in this building is my favorite one. Okay. This is the apartment. You got a clear view of the synagogue, the other buildings. You'll see a few new buildings over there, which I'll get to eventually. Pretty huge. It has a lot of space in this one. The first bedroom. So eventually when downtown gets filled up with skyscrapers, this would be a very good building to have or to live in, you know. All right, that's the first bedroom. We'll go to the second one. The second one right here. Again, pretty good view, except for the fact that you can literally see your neighbors from across. That's the only thing I don't like about this building, even though I built it. But I didn't really take into account that you can literally see your like neighbors from across it. That's okay. Bathroom, right smack in the middle. I did it for privacy reasons, and I pushed everything back here just to make it realistic and privatized. I don't know, yeah, privatized, yeah. Kitchen, very simple kitchen. I didn't put too much in these. The apartment over there is exactly the same as this one, just flipped. I will show it. Just for vision purposes or visual purposes, so you guys can see how it looks. Again, this one, going to the bedroom. Again, if you live any lower than this, they can literally see inside your apartment. So it definitely does make me a little annoyed at the fact that I built it this way, but because they were all supposed to be office buildings. Originally. I'm trying to think of the word. Originally, they were all supposed to be office buildings originally, but I ended up making these ones into apartments instead. Here's this one. I like this one. There'll be more buildings going over here, so you'll have a good view of downtown, I guess. All right, so I'll check out this last bedroom. Almost the same thing. Okay. We will go across, and then I will leave out this building because that would be the end of this one. Alright, I guess I did that wrong for the door. That's okay. There's this one above that building. And you see right above. See how it turns green? It wasn't originally supposed to be green. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm getting a little annoyed at the repetitiveness. Alright. Take the elevator down. Okay. So, before we tour any other one of these buildings, just to keep it interesting, so I'm not doing so much repetitive stuff, we'll look at these shops that are down below. Open, this is a restaurant. I hate leaving doors open behind me, even though I'm gonna walk out of it again. It makes me feel weird. We'll just hop over. Little break area for the workers. Got coffee so they can make it back here and just hand it in. That doesn't need to be in the kitchen. Stoves, microwaves, fridges, office. Supposed to have a PC and stuff. Bathroom. See, I didn't put no bathroom up there. Not for the people. Because at least in my downtown, they keep the bathrooms from the public simply because of people who they just don't like having to clean up after people. Honestly, because people do the most. If you've ever worked in a restaurant or just a place where public people can use the bathrooms, let's say like Walmart or any shopping center, like the stuff that people do in the bathrooms, it would disgust you, because these people, they have no sense of respect or just common decency for other people who have to clean up after them. It's disgusting. I remember when I worked at Olive Garden, this was a few years back, like I had to clean up the women's bathroom, and the women's bathroom was always nastier than the men's bathroom, which is surprising, because you would think that the women would be cleaner than the men, but that was not the case, like almost ever for the women. There was always tissue on the floor, sorry for my language, but like shit on the toilet seats, like blood and just all types of nasty stuff, and all kinds of women would go in there, so it wasn't just one specific group of women. All groups of women would go in there, and it was never a pleasant experience. You would think that the women would have to go in there and clean it up, but no, because of the position that I had, it didn't matter what you were. you were expected to clean up the bathrooms along with your regular duties, which it didn't matter to me, obviously, because it is what it is. It's a job. So, but I just wanted to mention that they do have one of the nastiest bathrooms, and I'm sure it's like that for a lot of other places, because again, the men's bathroom was never like that. Now, one time we did have a situation where these are offices down here, but the actual building itself is an apartment building, so it's like a mix, a hybrid, if you will. But yeah, now one problem that we did have with the men's bathroom is that it was always clogging of the toilets, and then one time the actual thing flooded to the point it was like it flooded, and it was shit leaking out into the actual hallway, into the actual, like, the dining hallway, or where the host stand. That's what I was, a host. There was shit leaking into the hallway from the bathroom. Like, we could visibly see it coming. It was coming slow, but it was steady. It was slow and steady. It wasn't stopping. It was the funniest thing ever. And then the managers at the same time were trying to figure out whether or not we should close the restaurant entirely or just shut down the bathrooms. But it's like, how can we run a proper restaurant without access to one of the bathrooms? So I don't remember what exactly we did, because it's been extremely long since then. I think I worked there in 2021 or 2022. It's been a while. These are the bedrooms. Very simple. Kitchen. You got a good view of the synagogue right here. I did some stuff with the actual garden of the synagogue, which I will walk there. Alright, so this will be the end of the tour for this building. Nothing else to see. Some people had the nastiest attitudes when I worked there. Just nasty for no reason. As I've grown up, I just learned that that's how people just genuinely are, just nasty individuals. They don't really respect themselves, so how can I expect them to respect me or other people? Because they wouldn't be extremely disrespectful to me. I usually got a lot of respect from other people. But it was my colleagues who had to deal with a lot of crap from people. And I would have to be the one to come and temper it was always something. People will always put me in a position of where I have to speak up for them, or I have to be the bigger person, but I was never actually paid for that. And I would say that for any of the jobs that I ever had, it was the same situation. They would see the potential and see the authority that I held within myself and just take advantage of it completely without the respect part of it. They would give other people raises, and it's like, And it seems like that because I know I haven't been the only one to experience stuff like that. It seems like people's best workers usually get treated the worst, which makes zero sense. Because how can you treat your best employee the worst and expect them to just stick around like an idiot? Like, no, I'm gonna find me something else to do, but I'm going to make sure that you don't know about it. Because I'm gonna leave you in the worst. I'm gonna leave you in a worse position than you thought. That reliable person that you thought I was, yeah, it turns very much quickly into a different situation when I feel like you're playing with me. Then now I'm gonna play with you, and now I'm gonna play with all you got, all the little plans that you got set up. And you had me in mind with them, and yeah, no, I'm gonna fuck that whole shit up and make you regret it. All right, so that was the last office building in this area. Now I'm gonna show you this apartment building. I was gonna say, did I not put a staircase in this? What in the hell is this? I think I did, but not for the actual lobby. I kind of work backwards with that. The staircase has to start off on the second floor, and then I do it for the lobby. All right, this is the hallway. All right, now these apartments are actually carpeted. Carpeted? Is it carpented or carpeted? I don't know, but you know what I mean. So small little kitchens, like this thing was set on fire if you actually lit something in here. Bathrooms or bathroom. Then these have 2 beds, one right here. Get a nice view. Probably should have went higher. We'll go higher for the next room. I'm only going to show you guys 2. And right here. I love how simple they are, but like you would never know how much you can stuff into these little areas. All right, we'll go up, and I'll show you guys the room across, because it's the same. This room is the same as that room. This room is the same as that room. Okay. Go up. Uppity up, 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 up. Just high enough above the clouds. All right. Same thing here. They're almost similar. Not exactly though. But the materials are the same that I use for each room. Bathroom. And the second bedroom. I'll show you guys across the hall just so you can see it from a higher level. Or I'll just show you guys this one. Just that. Across the street. That we just came from. So obviously, these apartments will be cheaper than the ones over there, in the big one, because those are huge. And then the one that's facing Temple Mount Plaza, those will be more expensive than these ones, surprisingly, because the rooms are still bigger. The kitchens are bigger. Everything's bigger over there. So, all right, and out of there. So next tour, I will make the promise that these lobbies will be done. I can't promise that I'll actually show you them, or all of them at least, because that seems pretty boring. All right, I feel exhausted just even doing this. Okay, this is the next apartment building. We'll just go up. I think I'll go up a few. Let's go up the elevator. If this part is boring to you, then I would skip, because there is more interesting coming later. a lot of lights in these apartments. It was just too dark for me, so I'm like, I gotta put these lights on the wall. It looks okay though. 1 bedroom. Now these, I like these ones. These are also carpeted. Oh my goodness. It's a synagogue. I won't show you the one, but I won't show you these ones. They basically look the same. It's just the fact that there's nothing on that side of downtown yet. Even though that's the closest to the beach, that has to wait. I won't be touching on downtown for a few more months. So this will be the last update for a while. Here. Did I just show you guys the kitchen, or I think I did. I'll show you guys again. Just imagine you getting coffee, blah 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 blah. Like I would love to live in a place like this, genuinely. Although I'm definitely afraid of heights. I hate heights, but I try to tackle that fear as much as possible by going on roller coasters, or just eventually going on more high rises so that I can face that unnecessary fear. This is unnecessary, but I think that having such tall buildings is extremely unnatural. Okay, let's walk through this one. It's unnatural. It's a human invention, if you will. Alright, elevator. See what I mean? It's a staircase over here, but not in the actual place that I need it. It's whatever though. Alright. So this is actually a hotel, not an apartment building. So you notice that the rooms are studioized, if you will. Like kind of like studio type apartments. 1 stove, 1 microwave, 2 sinks, TV, then a bathroom. Very simple. We'll go up front. That's where you can actually see the stuff. Because this one is just, it has just the wall facing one another. It is empty up there, so you can see, you still have the sunlight come through. I'll go higher. We can look at those ones. Did I put the elevator on this side? And the staircase? Okay, so the elevator's supposed to be over here. I'll have to fix that. Go up some more. Oh shoot. I haven't seen downtown at night, so what we're gonna do is, while we're still down here, because I know I'll be here for a while, because I still got more to show down here at least. Alright, show you these ones, even though they're exactly the same as the ones I just showed you, but you can just see the rest of downtown from here. Bathroom. Alright, we'll go to the last one over here. You can see the apartments across. That's how they look from over here. And Temple Mount Plaza. Those buildings should be, they're gonna be a little higher than that. I had to update that one right there. Because it was an extreme lag over there for like months. Like I would even say it's been there for like a year, or since I built the Temple Mount, the synagogue. Here, bathroom. Okay. All right. Gotta go down. Hope this is not too boring, specifically because I know that it's kind of repetitive if you think about it, because most of them they feel the same. But the point of it is to give a good design to the building for the most part, and then the houses are just a benefit of it. Okay. So if we walk instead of flying, so I'll have to come back over here to grab that car because we have to go to other districts. So obviously by the Red Cross, this is a hospital, an apartment building, and then a bank, all in one building, but separated by different designs. Save time. I'll just look through. Well, yeah, let's just go through. We'll go to the bank first. Ooh, please don't lag me out. Please don't lag me out. Okay. That's the bathroom. Go to one of the regular ones. I like the design. The screens fall. Okay. See, the flowers are different in these ones. I don't know why I did that. I just thought it would just fit better. Alright, we'll check out the corner offices. A double view. That over there, I didn't even mention it. I just walked right past it. That is a football stadium, but it's not finished. I don't think I'll finish it until next year, just because it's so out the way. And it takes so much work to do because it's based off of a video. I have to, because this is I did not mean to come all the way down here. This is a bank. This area is where the boats are supposed to be. That's a little security room. And the hallway we just walked through is the elevator hallway. So they would take the money through this hallway, go up the elevator, RP it out. And then the actual vault rooms are behind this door. Another security stand, you can just call it a stand. Go through this door. And then this is where the actual vault is, well, one of them. It's meant to be complicated. Oh, that's why so many doors and extra stuff. Then this one. It's this door, and this one has 3 vaults in it. One over here. They're all empty. I completely forgot that I made this, to be honest. That's why it was kind of funny that I just fell through that. Second one, and then the third one. Yeah. That is the bank. Now we are going to go to the apartment building. Oh, it's getting dark. This is the first time I've seen downtown at night. Not downtown, but like the updated downtown, which is pretty cool. I don't even want to turn around. So we'll go through the back. Oh, I'm low-key excited. I haven't seen it. Alright. This is the apartment building. It's basically the same. It has a gym. Well, it did. Once I took away the add-on. Offices. This is the office area for the people who own the building, manage the building, etc. Computer lab, of course. dining hall. There's a kitchen behind here. Okay. We'll look at a few of the houses or the apartments. Sorry. No, I'm not going up the stairs. We'll go up. Now I guess I picked the perfect building to go to at night because you'll see when I get up there. Don't go too high. It's above the clouds. Even though the cloud is literally in the house. Or in the building. Sorry. This is the kitchen. This is that circle building. Bathroom. You can see the big bank sign. And a closet for the bathroom. Got the bedrooms before I check out the actual apartment. It's one of them. Guess I lit up the room well enough, even though I didn't do it at night. Okay. Closet. Looks like Christmas. I did design it purposely that way. Like, I put all the colors together and I thought to myself, this really looks like Christmas. So I knew that it would remind me that I did it during this period. Alright. So now we are in the actual living space. This is the dining room right here. And then the living room. That's what I call the living space. It's the same room. And that's how it looks out there. Cannot wait to see it actually, like on the streets. So I'll keep it at this time until I get out there, and then I'll change it. Hello, hello. Yeah, it still does. Okay, we're good. Yeah. This is the office. You can see it a little better. The synagogue, which is really nice at nighttime. And then the last bedroom. The window isn't as big over here, but if you really want to see more of it, you can look through here. Did I do that? Or what did I just do? I always do daylight cycle off. That's what I meant to do. I don't know what in the world I just did. Alright. So what we are going to do, because the apartments are again, they're the same, going up and down. So we'll just leave. That's the end of the tour for that building. Excuse me. I'm gonna quickly, I'm gonna just stay at the first. Nah, we'll go up. There is no actual front door for this yet. We are going to go to one of the staircases and then go up. Nope. Elevator. Try to build these. I hate just walking upstairs. There are some buildings that I have in my world that do not have elevators, but for the most part, most of them do. I don't play that walking stuff. Walking all up the stairs, it just takes forever. This is the top floor of the hospital. Now you can see downtown better. Again, my brother and his girlfriend thought that uptown was supposed to be downtown. They're like, why don't you just make uptown downtown? I'm like, no. They're two different things. But he hasn't seen downtown yet. I haven't shown him. He usually plays during winter time, so around around Christmas and stuff, because he's out of school by then. At least that's what's been going on for years. At this point, he usually comes on and helps me because he has plenty of free time. But I do this while in school, so. All right, that was it for those buildings. I don't think there's anything over there to look at. We'll come over here towards the beach side or the beach front, because I did furnish this building. This building is up now, and it has a lobby. So I'll show you guys the lobby and the building. So here's the lobby, bright as ever. Looks amazing at night. Again, I haven't seen any of these. Kind of like a Western style to it. I wanted to kind of make it feel like Los Angeles or something like that. The actual front desk. And over here is a bar. It will be a bar once it's done. We'll go up. I hate that there's so many clouds. We'll come to this one. Go over here. Apartments are basically the same, but they are designed differently. All four of them are designed specifically to its space that I gave it. Bedroom. Not a hotel, it's an apartment. I mean, you can still use it as a hotel actually, because there's only one bed. At least this one is. The other ones are two. Go across, show you the beachfront. Bathroom. Bedrooms. Football stadium. Extra beach. Alright, let me get out this building. I'm getting tired of seeing these buildings so far. Even though that's really basically all I have for downtown. Because I was supposed to also do with the downtown all this area, but I could not do it while trying to get all that work done as well. It was just too much. So I guess I'll show you guys what I have so far of the football stadium. This is my first time seeing it at night just as well as you guys. So I have the bleachers in so far, but the outside and all the extra stuff, the VIP boxes, that all has to still go in, the actual sign that rises above everything. So this is because I said it at the end of the last tour I did, I said I was going to be building something special in this area, and then this rest of the downtown over here as well. This will all be like a playground part of the city. It's right smack in the middle of downtown, because you know downtown still continues that way. This is right in the middle. It's not exactly in the middle. I would say that the synagogue is more in the middle of downtown than anything. So yeah. We will walk just to get that city feeling, even though you can't really over here because it's only the synagogue. I'll speed it up a little bit. I love the synagogue. Or like a menorah for Hanukkah. Okay. And it actually makes the cricket sounds at night. It's pretty cool. Simple Plaza. All right. So these shops are lit as well. They're just not furnished. Not yet. Only had time to do those ones. I was really kind of rushing to get this done, honestly. Most of it because I wanted to get it done by my birthday, so that I was able to tour it, and then I could just take a break after it. Not a break from building because I build while listening to my lectures. It's a good way to pass over time and learn at the same time. So maybe to build and learn or listen to my lectures. But I would like to take it just a break for a while, even for a week. All right, so I think I'm gonna get on the highway, and we are gonna head to. No, I'm not gonna get on the highway. We're gonna take the road. We're gonna head to Newtown. That's where some of the one of the major things that I'm excited for. I've shown other people, and they seem to. I've gotten pretty good feedback from it. They seem to like it a lot, even though people don't have the greatest opinions of Jewish people. So having the Star of David just shining and glistening on buildings, you can get hate and love at the same time, because people don't really mind the Jewish part of it. They don't see all Jews as evil. But I digress. I like these cars better than the other ones because they are faster. You get to places much faster with these ones. Alright, Uptown is basically the same. I have not updated the lobbies. Maybe I'll work on that this winter because what is it? Red District is supposed to be getting updates. So I don't know if you guys remember what I just showed you guys earlier, but this is much different, of course, than what it was. Head this way. And this is where the updates really are. So I end up adding the synagogue over here and converting the colors. We'll go in there. There it is. This is Newtown, since it's still technically in Newtown. Like it's like Newtown Red District Synagogue, but I would say it's more of Newtown. This is right across from the School of Science. It is. It is the same building, but I switched up a few things, like with the colors and the stair. I mean, like the seating and the walls outside of it. So it does give a whole different vibe, but it is technically the same building. All right. So the next new building is the Knesset, aka the Jewish Parliament, for Newtown. I mean, not Newtown, for the country itself, not Grand City, just the country. So I was really debating on whether I should just call it the Red City or Capital City, because most of the governmental buildings will be over here, right next to my palace. So I won't go in them yet. We're gonna go to the front. A huge campus. So it has two buildings. It has two office buildings, no, three office buildings. One for the justices, so like the courts. One for the House of Commons, one for the House of Lords. Then there's actual, I don't even know what you call them. We can call them like the assembly rooms. So they meet up formally, like meetings. And then this middle building is the joint, like we call that the Knesset building, like the actual full parliament building. So every part of the parliament, even the courts will come here. I will fill it up with villagers eventually, because I have multiple kinds of villagers. I have like workers, businessmen, etc., fishermen. So I'm able to do that, but just for now, we'll kind of just leave it alone. All right, so I'll show you the office building first, which is over here. It has a basement as well, basement level, but I'll just show you these ones. They're the same going up. They have fireplaces because this is like a winter wonderland area. Like I said, I have biomes, so this one is a snowy biome. All right, that's basically for that. And we're gonna go across into, this is, I think, the House of Lords, right? Yes, House of Lords. Has the purple in it. Go to the front. This is it. So this is like, these are the main buildings that I had a lot of time with. So once I did that last tour, I went straight to Red District and I focused on Red District. All right, so this is the House of Lords. All the seats are ground level. Got a big star in the middle. These seats are for because the king and the queen of the country, while playing it, of course, they wouldn't come into the House of Lords like how they do in England. So the prince, the crown prince, and maybe the crown princess will come in place of the king and queen. And then over here are the House of Lords leaders. So it would be Republican, Democrat, and then Independent. Even though it's not the House of Commons, it still has the same concept of government. All right, so we're gonna go straight across to the House of Commons so I can show you how different it looks. I think it'll look so cool once there's people, like it fills up, it's filled up with people in this area. Okay, the House of Commons. So it's like the people's house, so the house of the people. A little different. This is a spot where people speak. And over here, where the leaders speak. So the one who is the head of government. I would even say prime minister. We have a president as well, just like how Israel does. So we have a prime minister, a president, and then eventually a king. That's why they have a parliament. It's supposed to be a kingdom. Israel's supposed to be a kingdom. But yes, this country would have a king as well, just as long as a president and a prime minister. The president is just a head, like a figurehead. They do things, but it's not like the prime minister. It's not the same. All right, so this is the actual Knesset building. So everyone would come here, everyone in the government. So mayors, governors, congressmen, what else? Judges, just the Supreme Court judges. I wouldn't say any other kind of judges. All right. I will show you guys how it looks in here. This is what it is. Obviously, these were chairs at one point. So were these. So this was the side for the Supreme Court judges. Then this side is for the actual royal house. So prince and princesses would be here. Everyone would be in attendance for these meetings. Prince and princesses would be here. Obviously, the head of the families would be here. The closest one to the king would be there. Now, his first kids would be here on his right side. On his left side. And then on his right side, his second group. So, no, I think it's the opposite. His second born, so whether it's his son or his daughter, and their partner will be here. His firstborn and their partner will be here. And then he or she, whoever's in power, and their partner will be there. Down here, this is for the president, the prime minister, and the head of, I wouldn't say the head of government, but I don't know. I really don't. I put 3 spaces here, but I have zero clue of why I did that. So if I deleted those two, it would be the prime minister, the president, and again, I still don't know. I don't know. There's a prime minister, a president, I would say head of government. The head of government is the prime minister. So I would say the majority leader, whoever's in the majority, will go there. This is the space for the president's wife and the prime minister's wife. They will go there. And again, over here is for heads of government. So it will be like the mayor of the biggest city, the governor of the largest state. They will come here. And then all these spaces are separate. I think these are specifically for Parliament. So that's the House of Commons and House of Lords. They will come here. Then over here is for the rest of the government. So mayors, governors, and etc. All right, so that is that. If you come up here to the balcony, this is for the public, because the public is, of course, like in every other government, are allowed to view these type of sessions or hearings, or I don't even know what you would call it, like these type of meetings. And it's the same for those 2 buildings as well. It's right across from the palace, my home. And this office building right here is exactly the same as that one, but it's for the House of Commons. All right, so we're gonna go across. I'm gonna show you guys something new that I've updated so far. While we do that, I'm going to switch this to daylight cycle. And this way. Oh. So this here is open, of course, and it has this right here. It's a balcony. If you're like a royal fan like me, because when I was younger, I will always watch the royal family. So this is really kind of what it was based off of, but the red gate in the actual palace itself was based off of Russia, just because it was so snowy over here. Thought it just fit. All right, we're gonna go to the front of the palace, which is new. I haven't shown you guys that. I'm sorry if it's taking too long. We won't show that, because that'll be something that I'll be working on during the winter. This is part of Red District, kind of. It's a new district. Over here is the entrance to my home. I think I'll park over here. There are some updates in here, so that's why I'm putting here. Oh no. I just know that the ballroom looks a mess since I've taken out that add-on. Alright, so this is a lobby. I put in carpet. I think I might have had carpet already, I don't know. But I put in carpet. There's the lights. I'm not sure if this is, I had put in extra lights. I don't know if I had this in already. I put in the roof for this. I don't know why I'm going up. There's nothing even up there. Not yet, at least. So we will tour the rooms that I do have done. This is the dining room. Of course, the dirts are supposed to be chairs, which I replace. Okay. Right next to the dining room, we have the kitchen. So this is, of course, the kitchen is split. It's kosherized. So this is where all the meats would come. That's why it has the still look to it. This is where the meats would go. And then anything with dairy or anything with making breads or even desserts, all that will be over here, so that we're not mixing anything. Especially designed that for this. Very glad I had the space to do it, because I would not want to make the kitchen too small just to make it kosherized. But yeah. Here is the living space. That's supposed to be a couch and a dining table. I mean, not a dining table, a living room table. This is supposed to be a pool table. I still have another one I can use, so I'll just replace it. And these are supposed to be like little tables. Very annoying that I had to take that off, but it had to go. Alright. Next is the items room, although there's nothing in here. So this would be like where diamonds would go. My cat's upstairs in the room. The diamonds will go here. Any type of artifacts, statues, they will all come here. Okay. This is the ballroom. Obviously, if the party is too big, then most of the ball activities will happen in here. But if it's like a small, like if I'm just inviting a president or a prime minister over, then this is what that room is specifically for like smaller parties or smaller get-togethers. Again, these are supposed to be tables, but they were circular. They were very nice tables, so I wish I can find something to replace that. And the king will come here. The crown prince and crown princesses, the crown princess will come here. So that's the firstborn and their partner, and then whoever is visiting will come here. Whether that's a prime minister, president, a government official from another country, etc., they will go here. King, queen, or queen, prince will come here, and then the crown prince or princess and their person will come here, etc. The next born of the royal family will come here, and then any person that's high in their government will come here. I know that it's specific. Well, I know it's like real specific and real drawn out, but I designed mine my buildings and everything that I have with intention. So I think it's important to explain it. All right, that's the ballroom. Right here is one of the bathrooms. The other one is on the opposite side. They're basically the same. Supposed to be a toilet here and toilet roll, and then I don't know what's supposed to be there. Doesn't matter. All right. Again, like I said, looks like daytime now. There's the second bathroom. Same thing. All right. So I've only showed you guys that side of the space. This is supposed to be, I did not do this room. Wow. I completely missed it. This is supposed to be a press room. So I guess I'll work on that next time I'm here, but I'm taking a break from this. I'm too tired from doing it. Get the same room. All right, over here is the library. What's that door? Real nice. Real decorated differently. The brightest room that I have, I think. And then I think we're coming back to the dining room. Yep. All right. That is it for the palace. So that's all I've done for red district. But now, since it's bright outside, I will show you guys and let you guys know of what is to come over here as a sneak peek for those who watch till the end. So this over here is a new district. Obviously, if you're looking good enough, it is going down at a slope. So if you look up, the palace is up while the rest of this area is down. So some of these will be roads, some of them will just be spaces for buildings and stuff like that. But it will be kind of like I don't know, something similar to, I won't say too much because I hate to kind of ruin the surprise of it all. So just know that there will be buildings here, roads here as well. It'll be very differently designed from the rest of my districts. It'll be a district of its own magnitude. Okay, it'll have all of my districts have their own vibe in Grand City, but this will have this will really be different. All right, I think that is it for the rest of this tour. I do appreciate everyone for coming out and viewing the city and those who took out the time to watch the tour. I did build out the road that's over here on this side, so you can tell that I'm kind of getting into red district, but prepared for a red district this winter. That's what I'm going to be working on all winter. I think for the rest of November, I think I'm going to kind of clear up my schedule, take off the rest of this week for my birthday, not do any schoolwork, kind of take a break like everyone else is, really. This winter break for everyone else. Well, not winter break, but like Thanksgiving break for everyone else. So I think I am going to kind of do the same thing for myself. And then eventually, this whole empty space of my palace campus will be filled up. It should be filled up by February or something, or even March. We'll see. By spring, this area should be done. No promises though. No promises, because I always end up taking breaks if I feel too exhausted. But I've been pretty committed to getting it done lately. All right. I think that is it. Go to intermission state. What time is it? Oh, perfect. 11:23. So I got 7 minutes until 11:30. Gotta lay down real quick before I do this next stream. Go to here. Uh-oh. Nah, because this might be lagging. At least this one too. Might be lagging like it. Whatever. I'm cool off of that for the day. We'll just stick with this. Like I said, I really appreciate you if you did watch it. I'll be posting this on YouTube as well, so please like and subscribe. Show some support, show some love to the project. It's getting bigger and bigger every day. I'm deleting apps and add-ons just to make sure that this thing stays up and running. It is big, so it does take up a lot of space on my Xbox, because, you know, again, if you build huge, like, you will only know it if you start doing it, because there's so much blocks. Even one building is like 3,000 blocks. Not even, like, one space right here will be like 3,000 blocks. It's crazy. So just imagine this whole thing. It's a lot of blocks, and it's a lot of space, a lot of storage that I need just to keep it up and running. So I think eventually I will update my system once I find it necessary to do so, because I'm not just going to update it just for the Minecraft world if it's working fine so far. But I know that once this gets in here, and once Red District is done, and once Newtown is done, because Newtown still hasn't really been touched yet, because Newtown really has a lot of space, and it already has plans. I already have plans for it. But I don't have much plans for that. I know how I want it to look, but I don't have like set plans for it. So that's what I'll be focusing on for the next few months. Anyway, I will stop the yapping and I will get out of here so I can like lay down and rest for a second before I do my birthday stream. So send me a happy birthday if you would like. Bye.